So I got this wooden cup today. You can see I'm really excited about it. I really truly have been. And unfortunately, when it got here, you can see it's cracked. It's out of black walnut. So I'm really sad about that. I love black walnut. And I have this screwdriver set. You ever seen one that has different tips on it? So what I'm going to do is several things. I'm going to try to save it. Amazon gave me a full refund on it. Um, but I'm not just going to throw it away. I'm going to buy some epoxy. And as I noticed, as I tried to drink out of it, I tried to think maybe it'll still work. It's black walnut, and taking this little tool and I'm cleaning out where it cracked. And also, I'm roughing it up a little bit because I'm not going to be able to put tension on this to get it to hold. This probably will not work, by the way, but here you can see the crack a little better. It goes kind of. This is so hard to do. Here we go. It goes the whole way through there. This is no different than doing something with a guitar or something, but this I'm going to be eating out of, drinking out of. So, and this really is depressing. It's so depressing. It really is. Look at the grain on that. And this crack appears to be at an angle, so that's okay. Um, this one is going down at the wider section, so I know it's not going to crack the whole way through. It should stop right about there, so I should be good. Now, there's two things I can do. If I want to stop the crack altogether, old-fashioned way that you learn from when people would have fountain pens. And I'll show you, for instance, on a fountain pen, you have the nib. And you can see at the tip, there's a round hole in that slit that runs up the center. You might see it better on this one here. Yeah. See that hole right here? There's a reason why people started doing things like that. A lot of your older pens didn't have that. It's because when you have a crack in something, when you have a slit, you always want to have something at the top that's going to um, take the pressure. And with a crack in something like on a pen, what they would do is they would drill a hole above it. So they started doing that because they realized that when they make that slice in the metal, you have to have something to take it. So I could actually drill a hole, take a hand drill and drill a hole right here, and take the tension off of that, go the whole way through, and uh, patch it with the same stuff I'm going to be using in here. And what that essentially would do, or should do, is stop that from cracking any further. Because I really don't care about this, and I'm just doing this for experimentation reasons. I'm not too worried. But you can see with this that I can get some epoxy and I can fill it in, and then afterwards coat it with oil. One of the reasons I'm not worried is because it's starting to separate. That's a sign that the wood was too dry when they made it and when they shipped it. So it probably sat in storage for a long time, dried out too much, had no oil on it, and in the shipping process it got cracked. So any heat or cold is just going to accentuate that. So what I'm doing is I have a mortar and pestle here. Put a little bit of coffee in here. I'm just going to grind it down real nice and fine into a powder. And one of the woodworking secrets that I learned from my teacher was with wood glue, but I'm not going to be using wood glue for this. I'm going to be using this for a couple of reasons. Now, when I get the epoxy, it's going to be a food grade epoxy. But more importantly, I can add this coffee. Or if you were using regular wood and you were doing any kind of wood filler, you want to make the wood glue stronger. You use sawdust. Now this is just regular coffee, and I'm getting it powdered real nice and fine so that when I mix it, I'm not going to have very large granules. I want them to be very fine. Now I'm going to mix them and put it in here, and I'm going to make sure that I can use heat to make sure that it soaks in. But what I'm probably going to do with this, and I don't have the epoxy, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm talking to you the methodology of this. I'm going to put a piece of tape across here and a piece of tape across here and make sure it fits into it. And then the tape will take care of this ridge here. Then when I'm done, I'll take a beeswax, go over the entire thing with beeswax to coat it, to make it waterproofed, better than oil would be. Um, this is really a shame, to have something sent, thinking how valuable and expensive walnut is, to have it come to me like this. So, let me get that fixed. Think about this, okay? Think about it, all seriousness. I've fixed ukuleles, guitars, and everything else the same manner. Um, knowing the little tricks and secrets that people taught me in the old days, I'm not any problem passing them on to you. These are beautiful cups, and I'd like to use this thing. Now it's not going to be used for what I'd hoped for, but I'll use it at work. I'll take it with me. Something I don't have to worry about it being broken. That's the whole concept of this, isn't it? What's it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be a piece of wood that people would carve into a cup for simplicity reasons. That if it broke, if anything happened, it was a piece of art. But the old herders and stuff like that, the people, Nordic traditions, and Native American, would use these to be dispensable. They were the paper cup of their day. So when they break today, we get upset because it costs a great deal of money for one of these. But when it happens to me, I'm not so upset because I know how to fix it. And knowing those old time traditions. So I could probably even throw a vise right here if I wanted to. But I'm never going to get the tension on that since it cracked. My biggest point of this, okay, is that now that I don't have to worry about the crack. If the crack went across, it'd be different. This will make it usable again. And number two, to be able to take it and um, do a repair that shows that anything can break, even the strongest cup, even the most beautiful wood. And if you're going to buy one of these, you're probably better off buying one out of birch or this rubber wood, which is what this is. It's what they make rubber out of, the rubber tree. It's a softer wood, but it's less likely to break. These hardwoods are beautiful, oak and walnut, but oak and walnut are very finicky when it comes to moisture. So making a cup out of one probably was the dumbest idea to begin with, but give me an idea how you can fix something and accentuate that crack